Glad to have you with me. Today is a great day for learning. Today we're going to add the front and rear overhangs to our roof sheeting, and some of the trim work. The overhangs at the front and back here are basically an extension of our roof system. What they do is they allow the roof to go over the front or back edge of the wall and prevent any water from going in. I have these spacing blocks already in place here. I attached them using the same screws that I did for all the framing and roofing. Now that they're all installed, I'll be able to add front trim and the sheeting. The sheeting that we're going to be using for our roof is exterior grade sheeting. You want to make sure that you use something that is for exterior use, because if moisture gets in, it will resist warping a lot better than it otherwise would. We're going to be attaching the sheeting directly to the rafters using the same screws that we did for framing and adding the rafters themselves. Now we're going to be adding the trim to our shed. I'm going to be using some red cedar that I happen to have in my garage. We're going to be adding it on the front and rear overhangs, on the ends, and then on some other parts on our sheds like the corners. I'm going to be using the same trim screws that I used on the siding to attach them. We have the trim all put on around the roof. We got one last thing to do before it is all done and ready for shingling. And that is to add soffit. Soffit is what goes under this overhang, and it allows for ventilation, but still to keep out any critters or insects that would otherwise want to get in. These little spaces would make great spots for wasp nests or small birds. Anything can get in there. So we want to make sure that we cover those up so that nothing can get in. So we're going to be adding a small strip of soffit under the overhangs all around the shed. I know you can't see it, but I've got my soffit added on here. I'm going to keep working on this and do some decorative trim around the corners and doors, but that's all for this lesson. Next time we're going to be adding our actual roofing, so make sure that no water gets in through the top of this thing. I'm Mr. Jekyll, and you've been watching Tech Ed at Home with Mr. Jekyll. Bye!